Alright, in this video, I'm going to be going over the Forgefathers from Deadzone Escalation. Deadzone Escalation is the new book for Deadzone. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering all the changes from the previous book. Let's get to it. Alright, it's time to talk about my boys, the Space Dwarves, the Forgefathers. Okay, we're going to talk about the changes, and phew, I love these guys. Here we go. Alright, so the Forge Lord, 42 points, 4 victory points. He has not changed at all. Forge Guard Huskarl, still the same. Star Forged armor, his is splat. Tac 2, life support solid. He's basically in Forge Guard armor. Alright, so let's talk about the Chief Brocker. One of my favorite models in the whole Forgefather range. I love this guy. It looks like he's standing over a Dreadball. But, yeah, he's just one of my favorite models. So let's talk about the Chief Brocker. Moves on a 1 to 2. No armor, size 1. 5, 3, 4 across the board. Tac 1, Frenzy 1. He has tough, so you got tough, no armor, but survival 4, pretty good. He's an engineer. He also has dismantle, so he's going to be good, getting a few extra perks on attacking a vehicle. Burst pistol, range 3, rapid fire. Forge hammer, range F, AP 1, 26 points, 2 VPs. Now, here we go. Strike it lucky. I couldn't stand the old splat, the one that was in the Ring rule book, the one that was in Outbreak. So we had to change it. When you take the Chief Brocker, you might have to do a little theme list. Now, it's not a bad theme list, I'll be honest with you. His splat now is still Strike It Lucky. Spend an army special result on a command dice to give a model with Brocker in its name the Evade and Resilient 1 ability for the round. Okay, still has a recon of 5. Now, think about it. Resilient 1, you get to re-roll a dice. You know, I love rolling dice. Brockers are all survival 4. You know, they're hardy. And they have evade. So you want to shoot them, they're going to be jumping all over the place. They all of a sudden become quick. I guess those little legs get moving when the Chief Brocker's in town. Love the splat. I think it's great. I can't wait to do some battle reports and just go. I'm going to rock out with my Brock out. Chief Brocker, one of my favorites. He's our cheapest leader. What you got to do with him. One of the cheaper guys, but he's still pretty pricey. 32 points, 3 VPs. A Steel Warrior Huskarl. He's got the 2 Stubborn to Die. Still a good leader. Okay? Still a great leader. The Thorgrim Huskarl. 30 points, 3 VPs. He's a great leader. He's got that awesome Thunder Strike. You can throw your hammer for a frag 2 attack. One of my favorite splats. 4-3-4 across the board. He's a bad dude, man. Don't get him in combat. Now, even better with the Frenzy 1. Of course, why wouldn't a Thorgrim have Frenzy 1? He's got to have it. Great model. He's still got that 2-handed Heat Hammer, which is range F, AP 2. Knockback. I love the Heat Hammers. Still pricey, but they're definitely worth it. All right, let's talk troops. Let's talk Brockers, okay? One of my favorite troops. They still move 1 to 2, no armor, size 1. 5-4-4 across the board. They still have their Forge Hammer, which is AP 1, range F, and they have a Burst Pistol, range 3, rapid fire, Frenzy 1, all that good stuff. They've come down from 15 points and 1 VP to 14 points, 1 VP. Every Forgefather player out there was probably just like me, very hard to make a list because you'd have some extra points left over. Couldn't take some items, whatever. You'd have a few 4, 5, 6 points left over. You have to take some ammo, whatever. And you really want to get another troop in. Having them come down 1 point makes a big difference because you could probably fit one more model in there. And I don't know why. Don't ask me the numbers. I'm not a scientist, but it just always worked out that way. Very happy they're getting cheaper. I think there should be 4 points apiece, but that's just me. But now they're 14. All right, let's talk militia, okay? One of the cheaper troops in the book. They're still 5-4-4 across the board. They still have the Hailstorm Rifle, which range 6, AP 1. Now they are 13 points and 1 VP. Okay, coming down from 14 points. Like I said before with the Brockers, 1 or 2 points left over for them. Hopefully take an extra model. It's very important. Very important. So, good change. Steel Warrior is the same. 18 points, 2 VP. This is your solid troop. They do work. They do great stuff. The Thorgrim, these are your fighting dudes. So 1 to 2, armor 1, size 1, 544 across the board. Frenzy 1 with the AP2 knockback heat hammer. 17 points, 2 VPs, exactly the same. The Thorgrim had Frenzy 1, therefore, why wouldn't the Huskarl have Frenzy 1? It just made sense. And these guys are solid troops. You might want to put a pistol on them because they don't have a firing. They don't have any shooting weapons, but great models. I love those hammers. All right, so let's talk specialists. So if you're rocking out with your Brock out, you want to take the Brocker Engineer. Now, everything's the same about him. He's got a shoot of 6, 5, 4. Everything is just was copy and pasted. 14 points, 1 victory point. He is an engineer, obviously, but he is also a hacker. Now, what Hacker states is this model is skilled at accessing terminals and intel. The ability is used in conjunction with tactical asset missions and interactive scenery. So when I cover these videos, we're going to have new missions where you're going to have to, certain missions are going to hack a terminal to do something, to get VPs and whatnot. The hacker helps you do it quicker because they're more skilled at hacking terminals, getting in the information, doing all that stuff. So it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to have. Plus, the only difference is he is a Brocker, but his shoot is 6 and instead of a 5, and his fight is a 5 instead of a 4. Brockers are better, but they do have the hacker ability. Now the Brocker Specialist, he is basically a souped up Brocker. Everything is the same. They got the better stats than the Engineer, the 544. If you're going to take someone to hack, okay, you're going to want to take him because he's more of a Brocker. Plus, I like the fact that you can give him a better, light assault melee weapons. He could take the magma rifle, when you need a little bit out of AP. I don't know. They all have AP, but a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Also, he is from 15 points down to 14 points, just like the Brockers, a little bit cheaper. So if you want to run an army with your Chief Brocker, you got to include a few Brocker specialists in it. Now, the Engineer is good because if you need some stuff with the Engineer rule, but my money is on the Specialist. Okay, so the Steel Warrior Specialist is now the Storm Rage Veteran. That's a Firefight Warpath thing. All the same, 4.54 across the board, 1 and 1. Still has the Hailstorm Rifle. You can also give him some really good weapons, 18 points, 2 VPs. The only difference is now he has Hacker, which we've gone over. So basically your specialists all have the Hacker rule. That's good for the interactive scenery if you need it. Another solid choice. It's good to give him a heavy weapon. I like to give these guys the Hailstorm Auto Rifle with the suppression and AP. Very good. Also, way to fire. That's what I usually like to put these guys with. Model them up. If you want to take a Magma Rifle or something heavy, for that AP, higher AP, like going after the Striders or, stuff with a lot of armor, these are your guys. These are your armor hunters. All right, Forge Guard. Everybody knows about the Forge Guard. Great unit. I love them. You could put the Predator missile launcher on him. Solid life support, armor 2. They only move on a 1-to-1, 4.54 across the board, 28.3 VPs. They haven't changed. I can't say anything bad about the Forge Guard other than they don't move so good. But other than that, they are solid. Life support comes in handy. When you get that one wound, you heal it right away and you go to town. So I love the Forge Guard. Take them all the time. All right, the Hammerfist Drop Troopers. They are a little bit different. Move on 1 to 2, 1 armor, size 1, 4.54. The best thing about them is that they have the Inferno Drill, which is range 4, AP2, Forge Hammer, range FAP1. They have a Hammerfist Drop Armor, which means you can drop these guys wherever you want. After you're done, they have a jump pack, so they can, basically they're like the Enforcers. They move really good. Now, they are not Forge Guard. They have dropped to 26 points, 2 VPs. All right? But they have lost life support. So once they drop in, they got a great gun, Inferno Drill, which is range 4. The AP2 is great. The Forge Hammer, range FAP1. They shoot on 4s, which is good. They fight on 5, average, but the AP1 hammer is good. Armor 1. But essentially, they're like a Steel Warrior. So you got to be smart with these guys. I did like them with life support a lot. I did, but they're a little cheaper, and they have their place. This is one of the finicky things. These are one of the things you got to learn how to use. You can't just run into it with them. You got to be smart with these guys. But they are a really, really good specialist unit. Taking you back to the hardcover rulebook, the Hellfather. Okay, he is a living legend. You can only take one of them in your army, and he only works for the Forgefathers. He moves on a 1/2, armor 2, size 1. Okay, little guy. If you notice, he's standing on stilts. 5.64 across the board. He also has life support, which is always good. He has his Xerxes cannon, range 6, AP3, heavy. It burns. Hailstone pistol, range 4, rapid fire, weight of fire 1. Okay, so you got to get in close. Okay, you got to get in close for the pistol, but the Xerxes cannon, range 6, AP3, heavy. It burns. That's tough, man. That's really tough. It burns is just one of my favorite rules. Now, he is from 22 and 2 points, victory points, to 32 and 3 victory points. I guess the life support also, range 6, and he has a hailstone pistol now. He's increased up. But the Hellfather is one of my favorite models. The old school model, really good. I do enjoy him. The Xerxes cannon, dropping down, it burns all over the place. Problem is it's heavy, so you gotta finagle it. It's, you gotta figure out how to do it. But like I said, great model. I love the Hellfather. Okay, so taking you to the Infestation book, 2 books ago, we have Bjarn Starnfeld. Okay, moves on a 1/2. He has armor 1, size 1. He is tough, 4.63 across the board. He has the Inferno drill, which is range 4, AP2. He does not have a hammer, but he does have the Hammer Fist drop armor. He is 30 points and 4 VPs. Now, he does have an elite list, okay? He does have an elite list, and you can go back and use that. He does have the greatest sounding splat, which is Fist of an Angry God, but he has no tax. So you're only rolling 3 dice with him. He's a lot of fun. The only thing is, after he drops in, you have to worry about, he's basically a steel warrior, and 4 VPs is hefty. Very, very hefty. He's better in the elite list, I think, taking him in the elite list because he can drop into an armor. He can drop in and, knock the guys down and stuff. I like him better in the elite list. But if you want to take him, great model, very cool. You can take him in a bunch of his boys, the Hammer Fist drop troopers, and go to town with Bjorn. All right, coming in straight from Dreadball, it's the Excavator Robot. Moves on a 1/2, armor 2, size 2. So he's a bigger guy here. Okay, one of the rare size 2s in the Forgefather army. He has no shoot, but he fights on a 4, survive on a 4. Solid, construct, beast, and he has tenacious, so you're not really breaking away easy from this guy. He has the mining drill, which is range F, AP2. Mining drill, range F, AP2. So getting into combat with him, fight of 4. He doesn't have any frenzy or anything like that, but 20 points, 2 VPs. Yeah, he might be fun, but a little bit cheaper. I do like the Thorgrim, with their AP2 heat hammers. 20 points, 2 VPs. It could be a lot of fun. This is a way of bringing Dreadball and Deadzone together. Fun unit, whatever. Moves on a 1/2, so not too bad. Armor 2, survival 4. He'll be around for a while. Fight of 4, he's going to be tough to beat, but like I said, I do like the Thorgrim over the Excavator. Okay, here we go. Taking you back to the Let's Go version 1 on a card was Freya. Okay, then she made a reappearance in the hardcover rulebook, and then she was gone. Okay, because she was terrible. But I think we've gotten to a point where she's a lot better. So let's get to it. All right, so Freya moves on a 1/2. She does not have armor. She is a size 1. She is a 4/5/4 across the board. She has Engineer, Frenzy 1. She is a hacker, and she is tough. So no armor, but tough and survival 4. So she's going to be tough to hit, tough to kill. She has the Kill Switch pistol. It has two different firing effects. You take the kill switch and put it in the up position. You get a range 4 AP1 way to fire 1 gun. All right, not too bad. You switch it down. This is the one I like. The kill switch pistol gets you a range 3 AP1. It burns, so a little bit lower range, but she gets to town. And she has a Forge hammer, range F AP1. She has 26 points, 3 victory points, up from 16 points and 1 victory point. She's a lot better. Okay. The kill switch pistol is awesome. She is a hacker. She is tough. She has a survival of 4. Her old stats were 5.54. She is a 4.54 now. And also she has a Forge hammer. I mean, come on. What? I think she's a lady Brocker. And which Brocker doesn't have a Forge hammer? They don't leave home without it. So she's good. Put her in your list. She's a little pricey, but all the living legends are pricey. Okay, coming in from Star Saga. It's Ogun Hellcare. He is a living legend. Okay. He moves on a 1-2. He has armor 1. He is a size 1. 5, 5, 4 across the board. He is an engineer and a hacker. So you're getting 2 for 1 here. All right. Now, let's talk about what he brings. He's got a burst pistol, range 3, rapid fire. Okay. Not too bad. You know, he's got just a regular burst pistol. He's got the Force Field, which is a range 2 grenade shield generator 1. So you're going to have to go into the main rule book, but I'll read it to you so you don't have to look. All right. Energy shields are designed to absorb the energy of incoming attacks, whether this is from particle weapons or kinetic energy devices. When a model wearing this item suffers potential damage, make an number dice 6+ test. Okay. So basically, he's got an energy shield that he throws. Okay, it's energy shield generator 1. Okay, so you're going to throw it into a cube, range 2. He throws it into the cube, and that cube is protected. So everybody in that cube will get a 6+. Now, don't forget that your enemy would probably get it too, but it's okay. And also, Ogun comes with an energy shield 2 for himself. So armor 1, survival 4, energy shield 2. 24 points, 2 victory points. I love this guy. I love the model. I love him in Star Saga. And I definitely love him in Deadzone. 24 points, 2 VPs. You know, he's basically a really good support character. Your engineer and hacker for the interactive missions. Energy Shield 2, Survive of 4. And like I said, Armor 1. Really good. He's going to be around. He's basically a Brocker, but, you know, doesn't fight as good as them. But he does have his work, you know, being an engineer and hacker. So you're getting 2 for 1, 24 points. Like I said, he's a bargain. All right, coming to you from Outbreak, Ingolf Kresterson. Okay, he is now a living legend. He is 45 points and 5 victory points. Moves on a 1-2, armor 2, size 1, 3, 3, 4 across the board. He has life support, TAC 3, the only model that has TAC 3, ladies and gentlemen. Solid, and he also has combat team training. The Dragon Breath, range 3 AP1 heavy, volatile, it burns. Also, he has the Forge hammer, range F AP1. He's 45 points, 5 victory points. He's a lot of points, but he is great. He is a lot of fun to run, man. Oh, you know, I really do love him. TAC 3. Now, he also has a Forgefather Elite Army list. When you go into Outbreak, now it's still good. All the points are basically the same. He could take Forge Guard as troops. That's the big thing that, you know, he brings. And, you know, he could take Thorgrim. Also, he could take the Thor Pattern Iron Ancestor, which has changed. We're going to get to that in a minute. So if you want to take Ingolf, get TAC 3. You roll 6 man dice. Yeah, man, he's really good. Really good. I like him a lot. All right. Also, you'll be taking Pad with him. He's moved 1-2. Armor 0, size 1. 4, no shoot stat, but fight of 4, survive of 6. Tenacious. He's got a range F, frenzy 1 teeth. All right. On a 4-up fight, moves on a 2-3. 7 points, 1 VP. He has the Faithful Companion rule, which is you may only include Pad in a strike team that also contains Ingolf Kresterson. The Hound is unwavering loyal and will follow no other master into battle. So if you want to take Pad, you got to take Ingolf. 7 points, 1 VP, not too bad. All right, it's cool. You take your little buddy into battle with you. All right, Brocker bikes. Okay, exactly the same. They haven't changed. The Inferno drill, exactly the same. Okay, 16 points, 2 VPs. Vehicle remote construct. Yeah, they're tough, man. They're tough. Can't really go to the next level because they're a vehicle. Shoot on a 4+, survive on a 3. Just tough to get a shot off. I never really take these. I'll be honest with you. Got to work on getting them better. That's my goal. Trying to get these guys to get more play. We want to figure out how to get them into the game. If you have some successful tips, let me know. All right. So the Iron Ancestor. Let's do that again. All right. So the Iron Ancestor has gone through a little bit of a change. He has, instead of a survive of 4, it's gone to a 5. It's been said that most of the Striders are they're too survivable, and they went from survive of 4 to 5. I have mixed feelings on this. I know a lot of people are one way or another. I think the guys that get destroyed by them love the fact that this is a good change, and if you run a lot of Striders or Iron Ancestors, you're going to get crazy because it's a 5-up save. Playtesting that I've done, it really doesn't make a difference because, they survive on a 5. They have armor 4, solid. So you don't really have to worry about it. Fire control was changed in Outbreak. 44 points, 3 victory points. That has not changed either. And, the Iron Ancestor is always a solid choice. Okay, so the Thor pattern Iron Ancestor. Okay, what you can do with him is a lot of things, but let's go over what he has. Let's go over his changes. The regular stats haven't changed other than the survive coming up to 5, like all of the other Striders and Iron Ancestors. He is solid construct beast. He does have Frenzy 3 now because he has the 2 hammers, so you're getting Frenzy 3 with that. He has a twin Forge hammers, which is range F AP 4. And he has a new smoke launcher, which is range 3, smoke grenade. It's a 1-use only. So basically, you're going to drop smoke somewhere. This is good because these guys are bullet magnets. They don't shoot anything. So you're going to need that smoke launcher to get them up there. They've also taken a reduction in points. They've gone from 50 to 50 points. So they lost 5 points, still 5 victory points. Hefty victory points. This is, if you're running a 200-point list, this is a quarter of your army. It's a big sink in there, but Frenzy 3, fight of 5. You can get to town, man. Frenzy 3, rolling 3 dice. So, let's say you move in and you're bigger. You're not going to have a buddy because they can only fit in the square. So, you charge in and buddy, you're rolling 5 dice. Chances are, if you don't roll like me, you're probably going to hit everything because you get 3 chances to re-roll dice. If they're injured, you get another dice. So, a lot of dice to be re-rolled. The Thor pattern, I think it's better now. Frenzy 3. The Survivor 5 is changed, 5 points cheaper. I might throw one of these in a list and see what happens, Maybe a Brocker heavy list with these guys in it might work. All right? So that's your Thor pattern Iron Ancestor. All the other things are the same. Here is the change. On your Iron Ancestor, so the Iron Ancestor, regular Iron Ancestor, doesn't have it, but your Thor pattern already has this stock. You take the smoke launcher, which is range 3. It's a 1-use smoke grenade. You can only put on the walkers. It's pretty good. The 3 asterisks there, weapon does not use a hard point. So it's basically something that you can put on, like the Striders have the smoke launchers, and they also have those shoulder rockets, which you can take. I like that. It's pretty good. Smoke launcher might be good. I don't know about with the Iron Ancestor, that the regular Iron Ancestor, because you're going to probably want to shoot, or you're going to give him 2 sets of twin Hailstorm autocannons. You know what I mean? So you might want to not take this, but unless you do with the hammer, at the right time you want to shoot it, maybe get your troops up there. You got to kind of figure out a way to use these smoke grenade launchers. But I do think they're a really good addition for the Iron Ancestors. All right, so all the items are the same except for the Medipack. Across the board, everybody gets of points reduction from 5 to 4. Common, same thing. All right, and also the bomb bot, 8 points, 0 victory points. Boomer 5, construct, remote vehicle. You got to take an engineer to run these guys. 8 points, 0 victory points. Might be worth it. Now that things come down, you might be able to get them up there, blow it up. But you got to take an engineer. Maybe Ogun can do it. I don't know. I don't really have much luck with these guys. So another thing that if you have any tips, I'll be more than happy to try them out. Okay, everyone. So that is the new changes to the Forgefathers. This is one of my favorite factions to run. I love running the Forgefathers. I love me some Space Dwarves. For some reason, I don't know, I did win the first Adepticon with them. I think they're great. I've been very successful with them. I have gone on the side, though, where a Horde army of veer-myn or plague, because they're so elite, if they get in your face, you might have a hard time. So don't get me wrong, the Forgefathers can hit. They can go to blows, man. They can take care of themselves, but a matchup with a Horde army, that's usually where it's tough. It's tough because you're not taking that many models. Even with the reduction in points, you're still going to have a low body count, low model count. And then if you're taking some Iron Ancestors, you're taking some expensive stuff, it's going to be tough out there. So don't get me wrong. It could work. Killing stuff, could work, but you have to find your groove with these guys. You have to figure out what's the best way to play them. They are an elite army, just like the Asterians. Low model count, like I said, but so much fun. So much fun. So, guys, I got to thank you for sticking with me to the end, watching this video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. If you're first time here, why don't you subscribe? We have tons and tons of awesome Dead Zone content. Also, if you like this video, please give me a like. It helps me out. Tells me I'm doing a good job. Please comment. Let me know what you think. If you disagree or agree with things, I'd love to hear from you. Also, we have a Patreon page. It helps us make great videos like this. Keeps the lights on. And also, we have a Discord file down below if you want to just come and hang out. We'd love to talk with you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for sticking to the end. Love me some Forgefathers. Love you guys for hanging out and playing Dead Zone. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.